Anna with Anna Travels. Today we are at the Doubletree, Crystal City, Virginia hotel, and we're going to do a room tour. So I'll show you the room, and if you're interested in 4th of July information, I'll share it at a little bit further into the video. But let's just check out the room. So this is the king bedroom with the DC view. So when you first enter, you have your closet, and you have iron, luggage rack thing. Then you have your safe. Then, hold on. Then you have safe, clothing rack, kind of messed up carpet. And then you have the bathroom over here. So, I mean, it's pretty standard. It's a toilet, a sink, a mirror, towels, shower curtain. I guess this light is out. And then this hotel definitely has not been renovated in quite some time. And you got your shower gel, conditioner, and shampoo. You have a full-length mirror. Then of course you have king-size bed, nightstands. You have your entertainment system. You have coffee, little coffee station, you know, condiments for your coffee, ice bucket, and glasses. Then you have a mini fridge, and they gave us free waters at check-in. Then you have drawers. And since a lot of people come for work trips, you do have a work desk. And you have outlets. Yeah, you have a few outlets down there. Not many, but you do. And they're old school, so no USBs. Then you have fancy artwork. You have a couch, ottoman, another nightstand, night lamp, old-fashioned AC heater unit, and this is your view. So Reagan is that way, so you could see United plane landing, and there's the Washington Monument. You can kind of see a little bit of the Pentagon right there, and then all the other stuff in DC. You can let her down. So if you're here for fireworks, so apparently I had the corner room, but they said the corner room, some of them don't have like a really good view of the fireworks, but they said the king bedrooms actually do. And so yeah, so it is a little bit more, like, to be honest, like the price we paid and how the state of the room, this room has not been renovated in quite some time, and it shows there's like a lot of, it's old, like, and considering it's so close to Crystal City, I would think that they would have freshened up a little bit more. Oh, sorry about the backlighting. So yeah, so we'll see how the firework view is. I mean, honestly, the reason why we kind of did this is because we didn't really want her out in the heat. I didn't want to be out in the heat, and sometimes going into DC for the fireworks can be a pain in the butt, but to have this view, yeah, I mean, to have this view is pretty awesome, and we can just sit back. We can even probably watch the fireworks from our bed, and so if the toddler gets tired, then, you know, she can be tired in bed and we can still enjoy the fireworks. Oh, so my husband just updated me. Apparently there's another switch for the shower light. So yeah, so we'll see how this is. We'll see how we like the service and amenities. So yeah, so we'll update you in a few. So guys, when I went to use the restroom and I looked in the bathtub, and it looked like there was like blood stains in the tub. And then my husband noticed that like the pillows are really dirty, like there was a booger and there was like hair all over them. And so my husband was like kind of upset, you know, because this hotel room with taxes and all of the fees is like $700 a night. And this is not a $700 a room hotel. Like I've stayed at like the Jefferson, I've stayed at some, you know, I'm not like, I don't really have a lot of money to spend $700 on, especially for a hotel. And this was like a special night because it's 4th of July. But with the room in this kind of condition, like I've stayed at like Best Westerns that are better maintained than this, you know, and at least with the Best Western, I know it's low end, you know, whatever. But he refunded us, the manager did, and we are going to go home. So no fireworks for us. Hey guys, so I'm back home. I did shoot an outro a little bit immediately after we checked out, but I wanted to kind of, now that I've sat on it for about a week, I wanted to just go through, re-looking at some of the photos, I don't really know if it was really blood that was in the tub. I think it might. My husband's like, you know, most tubs are fiberglass, so I don't know. Maybe it was fiberglass, maybe it was rust, maybe it was, I mean, the hotel obviously needs a renovation. I don't know. I don't know if they used iron tubs, you know, back when it was built, but I don't know. I just know that for the price and, you know, the cleanliness wasn't 100% there. And, you know, my husband was not happy. And so, I mean, I wasn't happy too. Like, I really wanted to be there, but I didn't really, like, you know, I have stayed at some pretty sketchy hotels. But usually the price point reflects the sketchy. You know, usually like, oh, I booked a $50 hotel room. I walked in knowing that it was a $50, you know, sketchy hotel. But this is a $700 room. They charge us $700 for this room. And when you're paying that much money, it's like you expect, like, that's the Waldorf Astoria price in DC. And the pure fact is that the reason why they were charging that much money, because it was 4th of July, they know the product, they know that they can get that because people are willing to spend the money for the view. And while we were, but we also kind of had like at least a clean room, you know? And so, yeah, I mean, and I double checked the normal pricing usually, and the normal pricing was like, for the next Saturday was $125 a night or something. I can't remember exactly. So I was like, this is a low end hotel. I mean, Doubletree I think is like a little bit more than the Hampton. I don't know. I don't really remember the whole scale of the Hiltons, but it's actually funny because I watched this YouTuber Mudan. He's in Japan, but he went to LA for a convention, and they actually checked into a Doubletree too, and he noticed the exact same thing. He noticed that it was dingy. He noticed that it wasn't in good shape, and I'm like, you know, I used to really like Doubletrees. Like Doubletrees used to be like pretty good. So I'm like, what happened? You know, because when I just was like reading reviews, you know, and one of the reviewers was like, yeah, our window curtains were all ripped up to shreds. And you know, it's funny because I was like, when I was looking outside, I was like, I noticed a lot of the curtains were shredded, and I'm just like, that's not acceptable, you know, like maybe one here or there, you know, because it's a big hotel, but there were like, when I was looking down, there were a lot of shredded curtains, and I'm just like, I think Hilton really needs to go in and really do some renovation to this hotel because it's in a beautiful spot. And I mean, I don't know. It left a bad taste in my mouth. And, you know, so I think if you're looking for a fireworks hotel and don't mind the grittiness, especially if they don't renovate in the next few years, and if you're watching this in the future, we filmed this in July of 2024. It would have been perfect. Though I was listening and they said the corner rooms, so they have a room category called the corner room DC view suites. Now, that's the booking that we had originally, and those rooms are bigger. Um, and so our original plan was like, oh, we're just gonna have a party, with some friends, but everybody had, other plans. So we end up just being, my husband and our toddler. So when he suggested, oh well, the corner suite rooms don't actually have we can't guarantee a good view of the fireworks. Um, and I was like, okay, but he's like, but for an upgrade, you can upgrade to a king bed and it will have a view. So it did. And if you don't mind it, especially if they don't renovate, you don't mind the grittiness, it would have been perfect. So yeah, so those are my feelings generally. Like, I think if the hotel renovated, I wouldn't mind paying the price because it's not like, I mean, it's still a steep price at the end of the day, but it's kind of like the view, you would be paying for the view, you'd be paying to not be stuck in traffic and, and just get to enjoy the DC fireworks without having to do all that. But at how the room was, we weren't going to pay that. And my husband was able to get a refund on the room, and we checked in somewhere else. We didn't get the DC view, but we still had a good night. I still enjoyed myself. Like, I still had a good 4th of July. And that will be a different video of our 4th of July activities, so subscribe. Anyways, guys, I'll stop rambling. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.